Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays AI the Somnium Files. Today, where's your mom, Oda?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
What?
He means sleeping.
Okay.
Date,
Fair enough.
why are you with Tessa?
We're on a date. We're dating now.
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
No, Oda, we're hitting this.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No, because I don't know what those are.
No thanks. I'm fine.
I'm not even hungry. She's the one that's hungry. Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
You good at cooking? That's highly unlikely.
Yeah, my dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure, my treat, Date.
I don't trust it. Alright, Iris. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
That means it's not good, though.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
If it upsets your stomach, that's not good.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
About your resurrection.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I was trying to tell Oda about Iris' resurrection. 'Cause I guess that's what we're calling it now.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yeah.
Yep.
At least one other timeline. She's in a coma in the other one. You've been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes
Oh
me.
god, no, she hates you.
That's not true.
Oda, she fucking hates her. What are you talking about?
Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Wow! You said that about your own goddamn mother, dog.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
About parallel worlds, I guess.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well,
You can't explain it.
Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I
Oh,
win,
Momo's gonna be
you
so
have to give me
jealous.
something.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Iris. Why would you tell Date that?
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
That's even worse than what you just said.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Don't make those goddamn hand gestures at me. I mean, Oda is here, so actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Shoot.
Yeah, I won!
Fuck! Yeah!
Date, calm down. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
That's one way to put it.
Aw, I lost. But I made a promise. What do you want me to do?
If it's no trouble, I want to see your...
See what?
Let me see... See...
And Oda, you have to keep behind that counter. You can't turn around.
I will kill you if you say it.
See... Seal. I meant seal.
The singer?
Seal?
Not the smoothest recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
Yes.
No, Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Arr, arr, arr.
Oh, God.
Nom, 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 nom.
What? Is that a seal?
Arr, arr, arr.
That, sure.
Tessa, What are you doing?
She's sealing the deal, dog.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right?
No.
You won, and you made me be a seal for some reason.
I guess a good summary.
But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I got a prize from you.
If I had chosen rock or paper...
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
I mean, to be quite honest, that's not wrong. We did do that. Like, literally, there's a whole goddamn flowchart over here that we just jump to from time to time. So, yeah, I mean, we came from here, and we came back here where she was alive. Well, yes. But we didn't jump when we found the body, so... She's not right there. She's dead in this timeline, right? And she's in a coma in both these timelines? No, she woke up in this one, but she's in a coma in this one. Like, we didn't see her wake up, but they said she woke up, and Oda's like, she's gonna date me because I saved her life. And then, she didn't wake up in the other one? Something like that. I'll figure out the story when the game ends, probably.
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
No.
Or the 100 million balls? If I explain that, would
The
you
Mandela effect I get, but the Boo Boo Kiki effect I've never fucking heard of. The million balls either.
Sounds really
I think I see
interesting,
a video
Tessa.
about that online once, but it was definitely not about parallel worlds.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I know that one. Also, definitely not about parallel worlds. I've heard people talking about it. What? The two sisters? The two sisters.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room.
Okay.
B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually think I've heard something like this before.
She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went.
But she was never there to begin with.
But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me.
This is why I don't like you compared to your sister. God, why do you have to be such a fuck-up?
B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
When I said I thought I've heard of something like this before, it has definitely veered off. I have heard a story about two sisters involving a piano before. I just don't, it's not this.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah. What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Okay. Temporal Man?
Yeah,
about Tempura
it's sort
Man?
of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before.
A lot of people have experienced that, huh?
And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man.
What do you mean a lot of people, dog?
He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
Okay.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Why? The lost friend.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki.
Oh, gets one letter, but his friend gets a whole name?
One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
Well, talk about a medical emergency.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but
Oh, I got a visual in my head. That's not cool.
A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do.
Put him back in?
Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
Seems about right.
So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know?
Well, yeah.
But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it.
That shit happens every day.
And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home.
I probably would have smacked him on the back of the head, see what happens.
The story only gets weirder from here.
Oh, I bet.
The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says,
Okay, Suzuki, an imaginary friend?
Suzuki? Who's that?
Imaginary
There's no
friend.
Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki.
But all of them were imaginary too.
They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
Okay, but like, what does that have to do with the eyes?
That's what I think.
What does that have anything to do with the eyes? Oh my god, anything else?
I know a ton of stories like
Oh,
this.
you can just keep them to yourself.
Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you.
That would be weird.
You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts.
And you realize it's empty. Because you've lost contact with everyone you've ever known in your life.
And it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Or that.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too.
Yeah, okay.
Like this town where everyone is Japanese.
Okay. Is it a town in Japan? Maybe?
But they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
So it's like an anime that got dubbed.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
Is it though? What about the others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup,
Ooh, time for a
rice
coffee
bowls,
sip.
a sink, lots. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta just say, this goddamn cold brew coffee thing that I got is fantastic. And I'm so glad that I got it. It was only like $20 too. It was like $5 off. It was a Mueller cold coffee brewer thing. Check it out. Not sponsored, but if you like fucking coffee, like cold coffee, it is extremely easy to use. It takes a little time with the water to go through the grounds. It really depends on how like finely ground they are, but it's so good. It's just so delicious. Now, I'll get rid of it if Dunkin' Donuts wants to sponsor my ass.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Oh, that's a JRPG storyline.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you get the Eternal Sword?
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
That's what I'm saying, Date. The two of us, we're on the same wavelength a lot of the times, and it disturbs me sometimes, to be quite honest, so, like, stop it.
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Excuse me, it's Vader time? Sure, they weren't all the way out, but you know, he totally did just jam his dislocated eye back into his socket. It is very weird to see.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
Yes, that's what I was just saying. Literally in the middle of a wrestling match, Vader, Big Van Vader time, Big Van Vader, whatever you want to call him, the Mastodon. Dude got hit in the head by his opponent. It was in Japan too, actually. Though I don't remember the opponent's name. But yeah, Vader got punched in the head, or elbowed in the head, and his eye socket was just like pop. Like you could see it like sticking a little bit out of his mask in his eye, like all swollen, and a motherfucker just starts pushing it back in.
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not.
Yeah, it actually just
but-
proves that eyes are kind of durable. Oda is quietly making omelet rice now that he's told a bunch of lies. About the Mandela effect, I guess.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Yes.
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980?
This is absolutely true.
That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Yeah, it's a Bearstein Bears, Bearstein Bears.
There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears
there you
having
go.
different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car.
Really? People think okay. It wasn't though. It was. Now I'm guessing it was like the driver's seat. That well, no, I guess that would be 4th seat, right? But he was in the back. I thought it was. Wait. The driver up front, and then they were in the back. That's 4 seats, isn't it?
But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
You're fucking with me right now, Iris. You know that? Is that true? Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Hey, there you go. I have a vivid memory of the videos. Like, there's a driver's seat, like the front passenger seat, and in the back, him and his wife and the other person, they were just kind of there. He gets shot, head splatters. This guy jumps, covers him. Kind of late on the draw on that one. But actually, I think he's covered the wife. Now that I think about it, so I guess good job on that one. Huh. I'm not gonna go watch the video because it's someone dying, and I've already seen it enough in my life. So.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Me and Oda are not on the same wavelength, alright?
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Oh, Pikachu? Wait, what? No, hold up a second. I got Pokemon strategy guides. Alright, I got 3 strategy guides here. I got 2 from red and green, or red and blue, and 1 from gold and silver. Actually, one's red and yellow and blue. Now, I don't think the tip of his tail's black, but when she said that, it did remind me of a couple of weird pictures of Pikachu. And yeah, actually, in this picture right here, his tail tip is white. I'll see if I can get a picture for that for this. I think it's just the way it's drawn. But yeah, is this the official one? It says official on it. It's also the one that has the female blue from the manga, green, I guess in the English version, on the back, even though there was no, you couldn't select the female player in the red, yellow, and blue. Yeah, no, in this one there's a lot of different variants of pictures, so it's kind of like, it says official, so you're not really sure. Also has stickers. Yeah, I think, and the reason why it's white in this one is it just, they didn't have enough different types of yellows to use. The air tips are yellow, Anyways, let's go ahead and look at this other one. And again, this Raichu has a yellow tail. Actually, on the cover of this one, it's not yellow, it's white tail. So I believe it's pure yellow these days, though. One second, let's look at this golden... Chronos, get to the game! No! 1 second! Oh, this one doesn't have actually Pokedex pictures in it. Oh, this is a horrible one. This is the gold and silver one. Ah, well, it doesn't really have a picture of Pikachu on it. But yeah, the tails for Pikachu are white. Though I think they're mostly just yellow now. Like the tip of the tail. Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna go put these back before I ruin them. Honestly, I probably should have let her finish before I went and get those strategy guides.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow.
Well, see, I just can't. It's just the different way it was drawn back in the day, right? Even in the video games, when the colors were, you know, limited, the yellow appeared white. That's what was showing off.
And the design didn't change.
Well, yeah, sure. We'll just go with that.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Guess people are
Because
dumb.
those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
The 100 million balls.
This world is full of really interesting stuff.
Like
But
balls.
you know the most interesting thing of all?
Balls?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born.
If only.
And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
100 million balls?
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million.
That would be a lot of ping pong balls.
Would you be able to pick out the one?
There would be a very extremely slim chance.
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Then we would each get a ball. So yes?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly. The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
But wouldn't that mean multiple universes would be pretty much empty? By that logic, right?
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
The Booba Kiki effect?
Dante, look at this picture.
Okay.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture.
One of them looks like it belongs on the Persona 5 logo.
You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
I'm gonna say the top one's Booba because it's bubbly.
Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer.
Is it gonna be top one's Booba, but it's gonna be reversed?
The rounder one is Booba.
Yep.
And the jagged one is Kiki.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Makes sense. No. No? You're just relating the sound of the word to the shape of the image. It's not weird at all.
In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other.
I wouldn't say Kiki is gonna be... I think Kiki's just the leftover, right? That picture could be anything else and it could be Kiki. Booba kind of sounds like bubbly or ball or bubble or anything like that. And then you look at that picture and you go, oh, it's kind of bubbly, so that's Booba?
It applies universally across languages and cultures.
If it sounds the same, sure.
It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
I think that would be more ingrained in like the language. Booba Kiki.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the most part.
It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals.
I mean, the worshiping the sun and the sea is kind of, it just kind of comes down to bare bones, right? You have this giant glowing fireball in the sky. Sun, sea, moon are usually worshipped a lot in like ancient culture, and even today's religious, there's some that like worship that. But it makes sense though, right? You're developing, you know, intelligent species, and you go, oh, the sun is warm, it keeps me warm, it lights my way, it makes the plants grow. The sea, it gives us, you know, fish and allows us to take like sustenance from it and, you know, salt and all that shit. And then there's like the moon, which is for demons.
That's what Jung said about it.
I'm making that shit up.
Think of it like
Some of it.
bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated.
What?
But underground, they're all connected.
What do you, oh, like in a line? Wouldn't that just mean like they're planted too close together and their vines twined with each other?
Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level.
Okay, but no, like the plants, if they are too close to each other, their vines will they'll actually kill themselves if it gets too hard. And like, after a while, some plants are different, obviously. I'm assuming bamboo is just kind of hard to kill. But at the same time, like if you have a flower bed, you need to space them out a little bit or else the vines can strangle each other. That is like humanity, you're right. Shit.
A parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right?
No,
And dreams are all about our subconscious
it
mind.
was Iba.
So if you follow the roots,
You get to another bamboo stalk.
yeah, something like that.
Summarize, I guess.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet.
Seems about right.
That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff.
You wanted to impress her, I get it.
Hey, I know about conspiracies and secret
Yeah, I
societies,
bet
too.
you do.
I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about
Oh
those.
God, no, I'm good.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Done.
I would have brought out the dish. Or brought the dish over. He laid out the omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed a spoon with a huge smile on her face
Bon appetit!
and dumped the omelet on the ground. No, actually, she tried to pick a spoonful. But she dropped it, I guess. Are you gonna look up my skirt, Iris? You alright?
Tessa, are you okay?
Is that a no?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Iris and I ate the omelet rice in the near future. Near silence. In the near future. There was no conversations. It was awkward. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The dinner echoed with it. And before long,
Ah, thanks for the food.
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
And I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
We had some forges to shovel or
Thank
something.
you. Come back soon.
This place is closed down, right? Right. Alright, cool. Let us, I guess... Where should we go? To the cold storage house? Because we went there, like, last time. I'm actually going to do that at next episode, because apparently this whole conversation about parallel worlds was pretty long. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.